Hello, everybody in the world of YouTube, and hello to everybody in the world of TikTok. Today, we have a special guest over here on the YouTube side. Uh, she's kind of been in and out the bushes, kind of. Life been lifing, like so many people have said before. So, I'm going to try to give some people a guess of who's going to be back here behind the scenes. What's up, Kenneth, Rob, and Fresh and Fire? I'm so excited. My shirt's supposed to be here tomorrow. I don't know why I'm so happy about that, but I am. So we'll give some people a chance to guess who is going to be back here behind the scenes. Is going to show us all about their garden. What's up, Jonathan, Keith, and Pooh Hef? Grand Rising, Miss Queen. How you doing? Well, she does have some other things to do back here, so I am going to just go ahead and introduce her. What's up, Miss Laura Garden? How you doing? So without further ado, I want to welcome everybody to the stage, Living Out Loud, the podcast. How you doing? How you doing?
Good morning. Good morning. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
Oh, thanks so much, Pooh. I appreciate it. So if you don't mind, we do got a couple of newer people up in here, so go ahead and let them know about yourself and your grow zone and your channel and everything. What's up, so good?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I am Miss Christine, and I throw that Miss in front of it because I used to be an elementary art teacher, and the people who can you all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
The people who I used to teach are now adults. I also interact with them, and they would not feel comfortable calling me Christine. So I just throw the Miss Christine in front of it for their sake. They need not call me what they used to call me when I was their teacher. Miss Christine is a little less formal. So yeah, that's why I throw the Miss Christine in there. Anyway, I'm Miss Christine. I have a channel, a podcast channel. Actually, it's a vlogcast channel where I am recording uh, my life. I'm in my latter life. I've got more years behind me than I have in front of me. And so I'm living my latter life out loud. So I used to work. I don't work anymore. I am retired. And what I'm doing in my retirement is hanging out in my garden. Now hold on. Let me how can I flip? Ooh, I can't flip this camera around.
You should be able to.
Right. Where is the
It should be like I don't know if it's at the top or the bottom where it has like a little circle. And
okay,
take it
let's
down
see.
to TikTok
That's
so
it.
it follows.
Is that it? Hmm? That ain't it.
Hold on, can you? I think you about that Android life, and I'm
No, no ma'am. No ma'am.
uh,
All right, cool. Um camera.
So what state are you in your grow zone?
Okay, so I am in the beautiful state of Virginia.
Okay.
That ain't that's not what I meant to do. I'm still looking for the flip. You all can't see my garden if you're looking at me. Okay, so I'm in the beautiful state of Virginia. Okay, here's a more button. My grow zone is 8B.
Ooh.
Hmm.
So something I learned about let me know if this is right or not. The higher the grow zone, the better, like the more warmer it is, like the better the grow season is.
So the way I figure it, the further north you are, the shorter your growth season for summer stuff, winter stuff, cool season stuff. Yes, up there, this 8B is closer to 9, 10 tropical weather, and so it's a little bit. It's in the middle. It's in the middle, leaning more towards tropical. 8B, and so my the spring growth season is kind of short. Um, the summer season is pretty good, and then the fall season is all right, and then we rest. So I'm gonna turn the camera around. I
Okay.
don't like that idea either.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tink Tink. I don't really go live on my phone besides TikTok, but I don't really go live on my phone too often, so I don't really have an answer for you. Are you up in the greenhouse? What's the weather like out there in Virginia?
Oh my gosh. Oh, oh, oh my God. Look, don't judge me, y'all, please. Okay. But I don't need to do that. All I need to do is flip this doggone tripod around. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Yes, I am in my greenhouse. So I can't see what I'm showing y'all, but I hope it looks good. Anyway, so yeah, this is where I come and I hang out in the morning.
I know, right?
This
Okay, I see it.
Okay, all right, okay. So now, okay, what I got going on? Okay, so I got some peas coming up here. hmm And I also have, might be hard to see, but I've got this wire going across, and I'm going to put I put cucumber seeds down here, and they will grow up this trellis. I also have cucumber seeds over here.
I
Um,
tried to grow cucumbers one time, and I didn't have nothing like for them to hang on to because they're a viney
mhm.
plant. And man, I had the most horrible time trying to get them to stay up.
Now this is my arborvitae hedge, right?
Hmm.
I put this here to separate myself from my neighbors who are demons, I tell you.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. This is my pecan tree. Uh-huh. In my strawberry patch,
Okay.
right? Uh-huh.
I said,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Let's see, which way am I taking you? So now this is where I work.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Yep. Here's that white mulberry tree waiting for Crooked Peach.
Why you trying to get rid of the mulberry tree?
I got goo gobs. It first of all, it was in my greenhouse. It was in there, and I don't want the green. I don't want a mulberry tree in that area. These trees back here, they're not my trees. They belong.
Yeah.
They're planted in the city uh way, the walkway, city walkway. They belong to the city, but they encroach. They grow into my yard. These are the mulberry trees. So I got plenty of mulberry trees. I got plenty of mulberries. I can stand to get rid of some. This is my brassica patch. I have um, broccoli, um, collards, and kale growing in here.
Okay.
Did it a
Okay.
little late. I did it a little late. I don't start stuff in seeds. I used to, but I don't anymore. I didn't. These are white potatoes. This is a black cherry. Uh, I believe it's a tree. I didn't plant it there. It's a volunteer. Also, I have peas planted here. They're going to be coming up here real soon. This is my compost pile. And those two over there, these two right here,
Hmm.
these two also are compost bins. This one is full of liquid and fish that I just put in there. Uh, this one is full of leaves and stuff deteriorating. And in here is my compost tea that I got from this bin right here. Now I need to put a hole in this and drain this one
Okay. They say
into
you have a
my.
nice layout.
Who said that?
Fresh and fire backyard. All the way out
Thank
there in
you,
Georgia.
thank you, Fresh. And well, now which one is she? Is she Fresh or is she Fire?
She's fresh.
Thank you, Fresh. All right, all right. Here we go. My rain barrel over there. That's how I water my garden. If it don't rain, then I had to pull out my trusty handy dandy. Now, don't judge my mess. I figure I'd show y'all what it is, the way that it is,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
hmm I'm not trying to pretend like this is it's all beautiful and stuff. It ain't always. Okay, so this is a new area that I'm gardening in. I got my strawberries here. hmm I've got tomatoes coming up here, and I need to plant in these three. I'm doing succession planting. So I've got this one started. Now I got to get these two started so that I have stuff growing all the time. Let's see.
Now, wait a minute. What's succession planting?
Succession planting is okay. So I plant some seeds this week, right? And
Oh,
they start growing. And then maybe a couple of weeks later, I plant some more seeds and they start growing. And then maybe a couple of weeks later, I plant more seeds and they start growing. And so I have things growing all the time.
okay.
hmm Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh huh. This is my mess. Corner over here. Oh, I'm not sure what's in there, but this morning, the handyman said, "Hey, the possum that we saw the other night is in the bucket. What's in there? Is anything in there?"
No.
Okay, good.
So we got a question for you. They said, are those pavers that you're using as a path in the middle?
These,
Yep.
yeah, they're plastic though. They're plastic pavers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love
All
it. I
right.
love it.
Okay. This my outdoor kitchen. Needs work. Okay. More strawberries.
Oh,
Now
I see. Do you
I
have a
try
love
to
for
be
strawberries?
creative. Huh?
I love strawberries. Do you love strawberries?
I do. I
Yeah,
do.
me
So I'm
too.
trying to be creative in my planting here. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I need to stop being creative. Now that's my tool shed back there.
Okay.
Now this is my newest acquisition for my garden. Yes, I'm about to get me some chickens. Yes, I'm is. Yes, I'm is.
A lot of people I
Yes,
know are
I
getting
am.
chickens.
Huh?
A lot of people I know are getting chickens. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm. Yup. It's got two nesting boxes. Okay. Anyway, but but I've got to put this chicken coop in something that will protect my chickens from wildlife. And so that is over here. I know I'm skipping around, but so this is a cage, a coop, a chicken coop cage that is gonna go here. Now I got to clean this area. I got to clean this area here. Clearly, this is what it was during the winter. So I got to clean this up and the cage, put the cage there. So, uh, over here, It's peaches. This is peaches. That's my peach tree, which I have covered because if I do not cover this peach tree, the squirrels will take them all. And it's a bunch. Oh, you see them?
I do.
Now, I heard somebody, one of y'all gardeners, say that I should uh, remove some of the peaches so that the tree will send energy, more more energy to the peaches that are doing pretty good. I don't know about all that. I don't know.
So good, Gardner. What's up, Asia Joe? You should get your package on Friday. So good, Gardner said chickens are too easy to keep. Uh, yeah, so you have an easy time taking care of those chickens when you get them.
Okay, okay,
And then
that's good to know.
Fresh wants to know, does that cover on the peaches? Does that work good?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, ma'am. I had, I had. Okay, so I had when I first got this peach tree. It's really not that old. When I first got that peach tree, it had uh peaches on it. Okay,
Okay.
uh, and then the next year, I think it grew about six. I got about six peaches out of there, but I only got
What's
maybe
up?
two because the squirrels got me for they jacked me for the rest. But they and I learned last year. I covered the tree. Uh, I used something that I had gotten from my dad's house, and because I moved him from Iowa to here. So I
Oh,
had something that I picked up from his house, some curtains, some something, and I threw it across that tree, and I had more peaches last year, and I'm gonna have even more this year because I
okay.
got the right stuff. Now,
So hold on, because Andell said chickens aren't so easy as people say sometimes. So, Andell, if you don't mind putting in the comments or whatnot, what some of the trials and tribulations of having some chickens?
look, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear about the bad stuff. All I want to hear is that, yeah, girl, you're gonna be able to come out every morning. I'm only allowed four. I'm gonna get three hens. You be able to come out every morning now and get your fresh eggs and go in the house and cook your daddy some fresh
Wow,
eggs and bacon. I wish I could get a pig.
wow, wow. So, what was I about to ask you? Daggone it. So, okay, so Andell said no because she don't even want to know. Oh yeah, are you gonna have to eventually get a rooster?
No, that's only if can't have a rooster in the city.
Oh,
Can't have
okay,
a rooster. They make too much noise. And the neighbors would complain. No, can't have a rooster. I can have up to four hens. So I'm gonna start off with three
okay,
and see what happens. Mhm.
okay. And Fresh and Fire said they're gonna try how you got your peach tree set up.
Uh-huh.
They're gonna do theirs for their nectarines.
Yes. Yeah. And
Oh, okay,
I just got some clothespins to
okay.
close it up, and the bread twisted tie,
I didn't know that
the
either.
twisted tie to come off the bread.
She went and got the bread little thing. Okay,
Oh yeah, oh yeah, I repurpose and recycle around. Yeah.
okay. It,
Uh,
it all depends on your location. Everything likes to eat chicken, so be prepared for predators, but you will be fine.
that's what this is for, to
Okay,
keep the predators away from my chickens, and it's a run so that they can run from here down here. I don't think is I think it's narrow enough that it can fit behind the peach tree. I hope so.
Okay.
So let's finish talking about these trees. Now
No,
this
I
tree
think
right
I got
here.
one more question. I got one more
Go
question for
ahead,
you.
ask your questions.
Hey, Passion Intrigue. So, okay, so thank you, Penny, for rejoining. I appreciate it. I went to the mailbox today. It's not there. So, um, with the chickens, you don't
Mm-hmm.
need them. They don't need a male figure over there, and they just grow eggs, and you just like you don't have to do anything special to them before cooking them or anything.
Mm-mm.
Oh, just go out there
No.
in the backyard and okay,
Mm-mm. That see, if I don't want fertilized eggs, that's why I won't have a rooster. If I have fertilized eggs, if I have a rooster, I may if and he hangs out with the hens, I may end up with fertilized eggs, and then I'll end up with chicks, more chickens, and I don't want that. I don't want more chickens. And these are not meat birds. They are only for eggs.
okay. What's up, Jim? All the way out there in Dallas, Texas. Okay, so okay, let me ask you some questions now. So, what got? How long have you been gardening, and what got you into like the gardening life?
Ooh. Um I've been gardening for a few years now.
Okay.
Um I lived in a townhouse first. At first I lived in a townhouse and I had
Hmm.
a little patch of green um at the townhouse, and I had a flower garden. Beautiful,
Okay.
loved it. Oh my gosh, could go out there with my fire pit and sit and just enjoy the weather. I like being outside. I'm an
Okay.
outdoors girl. I want to be outside. If I'm in the house, I'm being punished, or the weather is so hot or so cold that I just don't want to be outside. Yeah, and so and then I moved into an apartment. It was on the second floor. I moved from the townhouse to an apartment. It had a balcony. Guess what I had on that balcony?
Some plants.
Uh-huh. And a garden. But but see what happened at the apartment was my neighbors were feeding the squirrels. And the squirrels would come over and hang out on my patio. I would go to work, right? And come home and see
A squirrel
lounging
party.
squirrels lounging on my patio, sitting in my lounge chair, legs crossed, hat on, sunglasses with a glass of tequila on my patio. Girl, I said forget it. Forget it, forget it, forget it, forget it. I threw my hat in on having a garden at the apartment. So
Okay.
then, so then, to God be the glory. I bought this house.
Yeah, a glass of tequila.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. I
Tequila's
bought this house, and now here I am, year 5, year 5 in this house, and yeah, I I got my garden going now.
okay.
I haven't been. I have not been the best gardener. I have not nurtured my garden the way that I should have. Couple of summers, it was just too doggone hot.
Now you
I
said you
come
like to be
outside,
outside.
huh?
You like to be outside.
I like to be outside. I'm a fair weather outside person. I told you, I like to be outside as long as it's not too hot or too cold.
Okay.
But here lately, now y'all can say global warming ain't real, but I've never felt the sun beaming down on my head the way that it did these past few summers. Oh my God, it was hot. And so I did not nurture my garden the way that I was supposed to. I'm not doing that this year. I got everything I need to make it happen. And so yes, I am going to. I'm going. I ain't got no choice.
Can
I've
I
got
give you
no
my
choice.
can I give you my little story about gardening real quick?
Yes, absolutely.
So a lot of like we have a lot of people in our community who are gardeners. So I gave it a chance. I don't mind being outside, but once the bugs start coming around and then you got playing the soil and then like all this wildlife comes around, I get discouraged real quick. I just be like, okay, what's the next project? So they got me over here hydroponicking and everything else. I'm trying to love the gardening life. I really
Uh-huh.
am.
I get that. I understand. I really do. But look, now let me tell you what I heard out here on these YouTube
What you hear through
streets.
the grapevine?
Okay, and it just made all kinds of sense. And I'm gonna tell you who said it.
Oh,
Is that all right?
snitching?
Huh?
You snitching? You gonna tell who
Yeah, I'm
told
gonna tell it. I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna tell it.
you?
Lead Farmer 73 said, plant you some trees. Trees are going to give you fruit, nuts, and fruit, and they're not going to take up as much space as a garden. I was like, ding, hello. That just makes so much sense. That made so much sense to me. So here I go. Now I got to show you my trees. Now I done showed you peaches.
Okay, well, show us the trees then.
I showed you peaches. Now, Dad had a birthday uh on Good Friday.
All right, happy
And
belated.
so yeah. And so Dad said Dad been asking for cherries. Well,
Mm.
cherries ain't always in season. So you know what I did?
What did you do?
Okay, here we go again. Lead Farmer 73 did a video where he was talking about Ice's nursery, right?
Oh,
Now, he's talked about Ice's nursery before. So I buy my trees from Ice's nursery. As a matter of fact, the job I just retired from, I was the program planner, and so I planned a community garden for that library. There was a big space, and I asked the powers that be if we could turn that space into a community garden. Why? Because the library sat in a food desert.
oh,
So I thought it a good idea. Community garden. They thought it was a good idea, and so it happened. So we ordered trees. I had them order trees from Ice's nursery.
all right.
I got no complaints about Ice's nursery. It is true. So this is a cherry tree in the box. This is a Fuji. Nope. It is a. You know what? All
Yeah.
I gotta do is look at this thing right here. Yeah,
Okay.
Fuji. It's a Fuji apple tree. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, some
Right.
good gardener was saying he's in agreement with you to grow up and not out for a bigger harvest. So, the trees are definitely the way to go if you're considering gardening.
And if you are in a small space, guess what?
What?
You can put those trees in a container for a little while.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. All right. So continuing on. Uh these are azaleas. They were here when I got here. I am going to put something to eat in this corner. In this corner. Uh and the run is going right here. Okay. And my chickens will be nice and cool. Hmm.
Okay, another question. Another question. I know you in Virginia,
Right, right.
so do you have a winter season? Then where do the chickens go? Like,
Chickens, they go and they do what they always do. They don't need any special. They don't need nothing special.
so they're okay. Like, do you have snow out there?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
oh yeah. It snowed real good last season. Now here's that white mulberry tree that I'm about to dig up because it's just too close to the house. You see that? And I didn't plant that there. It's a volunteer. Last season I grew cucumbers here. I haven't done anything to this area yet. Now, here is my thornless blackberries. They are, oh, don't forget the banana tree. I need to move that too. It too is too close to the house.
Okay. Jed
Um,
said hi, living out loud the podcast.
hey, hello, hello there. Um, so yeah, my thornless blackberries growing over here. Now, let me take you back over this way. Let me go back,
All right.
do it properly. All right. So here's another tree. This is a plum tree. This is Ice's nursery. Y'all, I just got this a few last month. Look at it. Look how tall that is. I ain't mad at Isis. Look at this one.
Every time you keep saying ISIS, I'm thinking about the people who be deporting people.
No, not them.
Not
This
that
is
ISIS.
a this is a Arkansas black apple tree. So now, you need two a variety of trees to pollinate each other. I hope they're not too far away from each other. But yeah, this is an Arkansas black and Fuji apple tree. Um, these are grapes, Concord grapes. I had blueberries over here, but I think that this thing right here, which is a volunteer, may have overtaken my blueberries. Hmm.
Your neighbor cooking peaches up in here. She said, "Hey."
Hey, I just showed the people your tree. I'm waiting on you to come and get it or
Do you
meet
okay?
me
So Tiff
somewhere.
was in the live stream because she said she drives not only people around but like animals and stuff. Oh, I can't remember what she said. So is it possible to get like an Uber to like get to Crooked Peach House? Just put the tree on in the Uber and just like boop.
Oh no, she may live down the street and around the corner, but that's a long street.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, let me show you all what's going on over here. I planted kale over here. Kale, and of course it died out in the winter. It actually it bolted and went to seed. So I thought that this spring I would come over here and find a boatload of kale. Not even true. Not true, but that's okay. I believe that's a lettuce over there. And
Okay.
this is my spice wagon.
Not the spice wagon.
Uh-huh. This is lemon balm and chives, and I'm going to put some things in here. This is grass that's coming out. What is this?
Okay.
This is something growing. Hmm.
I like how people be like, it's something. It's something growing.
Yeah, that's something. I'm not sure what, but it's something. Now, as y'all can see, I like chairs. I love chairs, all different kinds of chairs. As you can see, this needs some help, but
Do you fix
still,
them up and
uh,
paint them?
I take them with the plan to fix them up, but I never do. I never do. They just deteriorate until they just got to go either in the burn pit or okay, let me come over here.
Okay.
This is my arborvitae hedge from this angle.
Yeah.
I got work to do. I need to cut the grass, but the handyman asked me to let the grass grow taller before I do. So
So
I'm gonna try to
Christine
hold
said
off.
she said she loved your cheers, and I do have a hosta as well out my front yard. That's the only thing that like grows. Like my dad will probably like trim it like around the winter, and then it just comes back every spring, summer.
Hmm.
Easiest thing to take
So
care of in the world.
this is a Bartlett pear, Bartlett pear tree.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I only have one pear tree. If it needs a pollinator, another variety pollinator, there's a there's a pear tree over here. Okay, and hopefully that's close enough that it will pollinate this tree. But my arborvitae hedge, this is a rose of Sharon. It too is growing wild. It's in places that I did not plant it, but I'm loving my arborvitae hedge. And what I do over here, I think these are figs. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I got a plant app, identify a plant identifier app. So I'm gonna take a picture of those and find out what they are. But look, this is the cornfield. I will plant corn on the other side of that driftwood.
Okay.
Hmm. But yeah, I love this hedge, these trees, and these are evergreen. They are always, always, always green. Okay,
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
this is a pecan tree. So if I need, a variety of trees, I've got it. This is a pecan tree, and the one back there in the back is a pecan tree. Now, I know y'all say, well, it shouldn't be in a container. It's not. It's not really. The bottom of the container has been cut out, so the roots are going directly into the ground. So I can't move this unless I break the container.
Okay.
Hmm. But yeah, I don't want to move it. I want to keep it as part of my garden. Okay.
How
All
much
right.
land do you have?
How many what?
How much land do you have?
Well, it's not a lot. It's just my front yard, the side, and the backyard.
Okay.
It's not a lot. It's not. I promise. This is a rose bush.
Okay.
I don't know what this is, but it smells divine. Oh, I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Fig tree. Look at that. Look at that.
A dream one day in life. I'm gonna eat a fig, and because everybody's like, "Oh, figs are so good." I'm like, okay,
Yeah, they are,
what's up?
but they got to be ripe. They got to be ripe. Okay. Um, and
Uh-oh.
more blackberries. This is a thornless blackberry, and it's in the ground. So y'all know what that means, right?
So
Blackberry, blackberries propagate. They
Miss
take over.
Miss Shirley said that Rose of Sharon can be invasive from the
Yes.
hibiscus family. Okay.
Yeah, I see that. Now, here's the latest, the coup de grace. My favorite part is quickly becoming my favorite part. But as you can see, I got to get out here with my weed whacker, which I'm going to do today. Today, this one right here, and I'm going to cut all this down and back. Right,
Okay.
this right here, this piece of lattice board, that's just there temporarily. I'm going to cut it and put it here, so that my cucumbers, y'all see that, so that my cucumbers will have a place to grow up. Um,
Okay.
Not sure what that is, but it's definitely something to eat.
All right. Now, Bayou, this is Living Out Loud, the podcast out there in Virginia. And I
Hmm.
was going to ask you, how's your gardening going? I haven't really seen too many gardening videos out there your way.
Um, this is a grapevine that I got from Ison's. Also, the same one over here. I believe it's a Concord grape. Um, I, I don't really remember. This is a lettuce, cabbage, cabbage. I don't know. It's something, and more strawberries.
Strawberries a little bit of everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I did?
What's that?
I bought a pack. I bought the root, the bare root strawberries, and they send me about 20, 25 of them. And so, yeah. hmm
Okay.
Um, this right here, this fountain, it actually works if I plug it up. And this right here, this here, I want to put a flag. I want to put a flag, have a flag made. I said something to Passionately Intrigued Arts about making did she do flags, and I think that I'm gonna, I know I am, I'm gonna get with her and see how I can get me a custom made flag.
Okay.
hmm
All right. See you later, Kenneth. And bye. You Sugar said when she gets back home in about 2 weeks, she's gonna go ahead and start gardening again. So that's what's up. I have a lot of seeds from a lot of people.
Ooh, what you
Yeah,
got?
I feel bad. Like I feel like they're going to waste. So I was like, I
No,
need this out here.
they not. They'll be good. They'll be good until you are good and ready.
Good and ready.
Uh huh. Let's see. Is that it?
So I learned something
Welcome.
from you today. I
Welcome to my garden. hmm
I learned that you can just go grab chicken eggs straight out the coop and just fry them, make your old egg sandwich.
You see what I did? See, it's not a big yard. It's not it's bigger than that patio, and the the bigger than the patio.
I mean, I thought like once the chicken made the egg, it was like because the people on TikTok are like, yeah, I learned that too. Okay, bye bye you. But I thought it was like a little chicken in that egg, but that is
Not always. No, I don't want no. I don't want any fertilized eggs. You can't eat fertilized eggs. Yeah,
okay.
look now. I got this. I got my greenhouse because uh my neighbor over here. They so hateful. They hate me. They hate me because I had the audacity to move my blacktail to their neighborhood,
Hmm,
and that's just the truth of the matter. They call me all kinds of names. That N word with the hard R. Oh
hmm.
yeah, stupid.
Wow.
Uh,
I'm sorry you're going through that.
I ain't going through it. I planted my my hedge here, and you see that? You see how it's brown just on
Mhm.
this side because they're spraying, and it's getting on my trees. Now they're not spraying over here. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Understand that, but they're spraying over here and tearing and ruin and messing with my anyway. Anywho, so yeah, I put this here. So now I'm gonna put my some across my watermelons. I might get into the watermelon wars this year. Watermelons and zucchini, peas. Um, yeah, so I have this, and they can spray till the cows come home. They're not going to affect what's going on in here. And also, y'all see this boat? Now, this is not my boat. This boat belongs to the handyman. The handyman is restoring the boat, and he would take stuff out and throw it on this side of the boat. And I couldn't understand why He don't just throw it on this side of the boat. I certainly hope he's not watching this. So I said, okay. And it was the stuff he was throwing out was encroaching on my garden. I got to get some sweet potatoes out here. On my garden. And I was like, you know what? It's so disrespectful.
So, Fresh said you might want to get some cameras out there, and then Cropper. You said watermelon wars, and Cropper just came out of nowhere. What's up,
Oh,
Cropper?
oh. Did I
You woke up the beast.
did I wake up the beast? Yeah. Yeah. I just might. I think that watermelon will do real good in here.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Now, they do need to be pollinated, watermelons. I may have to hand pollinate it myself, but yeah. Hmm.
Oh,
So
everybody say
yeah,
hi to Sammy Joe.
Crooked Peach, come get your tree, girl.
Yeah. Well, I thank you for taking the
Hmm.
time to show us all your goodies you got back there. Let me get some of them strawberries.
Some strawberries. You want some? Did you
Some
just say?
strawberries.
Did you say strawberries?
Scraw.
Uh-uh.
SCR.
Okay, I got you. I got your strawberries, and I got plenty. Ooh, I got plenty coming. You could go strawberry picking over here.
Uh,
I'm tripping.
I want to ask you, what is the weather out there? We're just now hitting the 70s here in Indiana. Praise ye the Lord. I'm tired of the cold. And then, and
Hmm.
Dale, I was talking to my daughter last night, and she, she was talking about when she graduates, she got 3 more years. But she was talking about moving to North Carolina. I said, well, shucky ducky. And Dale got a room over there for you to live in. So that's awesome. I don't think, because I want to move to Georgia, Savannah, and then she'd be in North Carolina. It wouldn't be too far. It would not be too far. So what's the weather out there in Virginia?
Um, today or typically?
Well, today, how's it feeling?
Today it is. It's a nice day. Today it's in the 70s.
Amen.
Um,
Perfect gardening weather.
it was windy. Few days, really windy. Um, but nothing unreasonable or unmanageable. Um, we have four seasons here in Virginia.
Okay, same here.
Um, Spring does not last long. It doesn't last long.
Hmm.
Not long enough for me because spring is my favorite time of the year. Um, because then it goes right into hot. Ooh, wee, hot. Some summers can be mild, but with with things changing with the climate, it gets hot. It gets real. It gets good and hot. It
Okay.
can it can get up into the three digits
Mm,
here in Virginia, which is not common.
okay. Got a couple more questions up in here. Looking good. I can't wait to see what your art looks like later on in the season. And
Right.
he said maybe sometime later we can meet this week. Aunt Bill said North Carolina's great. Sure, come on in. We can be pretty boring over here, but all is welcome. I was told, like North Carolina. Well, the I guess the Carolinas and Savannah can be kind of boring. I don't mind boring. I'm almost 50 years old. What? I'm not trying to hit no clubs. I'm not, boring. I'm cool with boring. I am so cool with boring. She just
And
had.
what's wrong with boring?
Uh,
What's wrong with the quiet and peaceful place to be without all the hustle and bustle of people?
Okay, because I'm in. Okay, then back to what you were saying because I'm in 6B, I believe,
Ooh,
in
that's
C
cold.
area, and then Yeah, you said you were like in the eights, so I didn't know y'all still had the four seasons like we do here in Indiana.
Yeah, but your winter season is long, isn't it?
It is long.
Mm-hmm. Um, what what time of year does it start to get cold where you are?
October?
October. I
Yeah,
mean cold, not cool, cold.
be cold. It be cold.
Oh, uh-huh. Ooh, wee, it's cold out. Yeah, cold. That kind of cold. Um, October.
Yeah.
Yeah, in October here in Virginia, we're wearing jackets, maybe a heavy jacket.
Okay.
October, yeah, a jacket. November, it could be still. We could, yeah, it's jackets in November. It starts to get really really cold in December, January,
Oh,
February, March. It starts to warm up. Winter is about 4 months. It starts to warm up in March, April. It's still cool. May, it is going to be warmer, a lot warmer. June, July, it's going to get hot. August,
what's up, OG brand?
September is going to begin to cool down.
Yeah, we start it gets cold from October, then it starts snowing November, December, and then usually around the end of March it get warm. But like it's just now in April, almost May. I'm like, oh my God.
So that means that you can grow brassicas really well in your area.
Oh,
They
okay.
like cold.
Mm,
Spinach,
I love me
spinach.
some brassicas.
Yeah. So yeah, you should be growing you some brassica. You should have a whole bunch of
Yeah, for those on TikTok who do not know what brassicas are, those are the greens, the cabbage, the broccoli, all that.
the good stuff.
Oh,
Kale.
kale.
Oh, I
Mm.
love kale.
And Cropper said it don't even get cold in Texas until around January, so they have a very short winter season. I have grown cabbage and stuff before and broccoli. Let me see. The only thing is like once my broccoli started growing, all these rabbits came out of nowhere. I was like, you know what? Go ahead and have it. You can go ahead and have it. Because I'm not about to I'm not about to fight the wildlife. I'm not
I am.
Ah, I said, it's a wrap.
I will fight the wildlife. And by fighting I mean putting down stuff that they don't like.
RIP, okay? I don't know. I get discouraged. Like I was all happy. I was happy, but then I was like, I started seeing all this wildlife. I was like, nope.
Hmm. And then I've got this for the rabbits.
I am a punk fresh.
You see that? You see that wire there?
Hmm.
I gotta put that up. Um, yeah, the rabbits behave like the squirrels were at the apartment. The rabbits get into my yard and then look at me like, "What you gonna do?"
Okay.
just looking at me, and I'm walking towards them, and they just sit there like they not scared, like
Okay.
they have no fear of me.
Man, I was already scared when I saw the cabbage moss and they had the little babies on the leaves. I was like, nope. It's a wrap. That'll do it. That'll.
Mm-mm.
Ah,
That's why I have the netting over my brassicas patch. That should stop. That should deter or keep out the cabbage, the moths, the crawlies. I
oh,
don't
okay.
know, but if they don't, my I get out here with my water hose and spray them off. Oh, and I
Mhm.
also heard that wood ash from your fire pit, axe, about the same as diatomaceous earth. Now that's the word on the street. What the chat say? What did the chat say about that?
About
Wood
the
ash.
ash.
Sprinkle wood ash over the garden area like I would sprinkle diatomaceous earth.
Diatomaceous. Can you spell that? Pooh.
Mm-mm, nope.
DIE. That's all I can do. It's raining in Houston. Diatomaceous. Okay, teacher.
And I'm not even sure if I'm saying it right. That's why I can't spell it because I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. But I know the people who know what it is know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Cropper said, yeah, that is potassium from the burnt wood. Dia.
Yeah, but does it does it um does it deter the pest, the cabbage
Hmm.
uh, worms?
It's got to keep them covered religiously.
Because I need to make that happen.
Make it happen. Make it.
Hmm. Yeah, last year the bugs, the creepy crawlies, they got in my brassicas were growing beautifully, right? And then I
Mm.
come out and I see, some holes, but I don't see the culprit, the cause of it. And then I come out and I got nothing but twigs, stems, leaf gone.
Okay. Well, your neighbor says she disagrees with the wood ashes. Don't act the same. Uh, is that sharp? What? Diatomaceous is sharp. Uh, wood ash is not. Can you see that comment? Because I don't.
Mm-mm, I
Okay.
can't see the
Well,
chat.
nice talking to you. No. I don't know if it repels, but it makes sense for the bugs.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Oh, she done left chat. Well, why see if she comes back up? I want to thank everybody for coming up. Tomorrow, me and DJ Pooh Hef are gonna be doing the Name That Tune where y'all can come up here and well, y'all can't come up here because it's just gonna be just me and Pooh. And we're gonna be having some songs. They're gonna be chopped and screwed Houston style, and you can try to figure out what the name of the song is. Some oldies, some newbies, and all that kind of good stuff. And then Thursday is 80s TV trivia. I got to start that list. And yeah, that's what we got going on. And then Friday, I got this table. She ain't too light, but we're gonna figure her out. We're gonna figure out how to set her up in the quickest way possible. So when I go to these booths, like bloop bloop bloop. Welcome back, baby.
Sorry, I touched something. I don't know. I was trying to see the chat, but it didn't work out well. I touched the wrong thing. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, y'all like my garden.
We do like your garden. We ain't leaving yet, Cropper. Is
Yeah,
pressure
I'm
also
still here.
feels like glass dries out other creatures. Okay, Crooked Peach. Okay, Miss Peach.
So there was a possum in the bucket this
Was it?
morning. There was. And
Mm.
I was like, what you gonna do with it? He was like, you want to see it? No, I don't. No, I don't want to see the possum. I actually had seen the possum the other night when we were sitting out at the fire pit. It just waddled on past
Mm-mm.
like yeah, like it lives here.
Mm-mm.
I thought it was a big rat. Um, but that's because I can't see well in the dark. Um, so I thought it was a rat. Um, but he caught it. No, he did not catch it. It was in the bucket this morning. Don't know how it got in the bucket, but it was in the bucket this morning.
I'm reading the comments. They said possums look like they stink. Possums are aggravating. I've been seeing a lot of roadkill with some possums. It must be possum season or something down here. What's up, South Florida?
Now, what do possums do in the garden?
I
What
have
they eat? What do they eat?
they love little spots like that in the garden, like the bucket. They like cement blocks as well. Oh, they like her cement blocks. I don't know the role of the I don't like it. Let me they eat the mice. That's what Cropper said. They eat the mice.
Oh, oh, well then I might want to keep them around.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. That would freak me to freak out.
Well, you can count on having rodents if you've got a garden.
See,
I
that's why I
think.
can't. I'm gonna have to do like an indoor something. I do good. I have an aloe vera. She's doing good, and I have one of those vining plants. But I want to get into the herbs and sprouts like Fresh and Fire got.
Mm-hmm.
Then, like I said, I have all these seeds that people send me. I got some moringa. No, I need to get busy.
I've got a bunch of seeds that I need to get in the ground.
Okay, what's up, Super Now? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I don't know. I'm gonna try again. Is it first you don't succeed?
What are you trying? What are you going to try this growing season?
I have a lot of basil, like cinnamon basil. I think some kind of lemon basil. I want to whatever I got in here. I just don't. I have so many seeds that people send me all the time. I'm like, okay. And then also, I went to the local library and I have all these seeds as well. So
What you say? You
serrano
went to your
peppers and whatnot.
How much you pay for those seeds at your local library?
Free 99. Free.
Hello, hello, free 99. I'm talking to the peoples who live close to the library where we started that their community garden. You could go to one of the other branches. I know I shouldn't be doing this. You could go to the other branches, the seed library, get your seeds for free. Take them over there to the library if you don't have space at your own place and plant those seeds. And now the community garden got other pests, two-legged pests, you know, and I don't really know what to do about that other than to lock up, lock it up, put it. I don't know, but humans, there's not a whole lot you can do to keep the people out of that particular garden. And so, you got mischievous people who might do all kinds. So I shouldn't be speaking negatively about it, but the point is, there is a place that you could go and grow your food and get seeds from your local library.
Girl. So Fresh and Fire is talking about do it, Miss T. You are going to enjoy it super easy. Like a lot of the gardening community, they be like, that's how they got me the first time. Let me do this for TikTok here. They're always like, oh yeah, it's super easy. You're gonna love it. And then I get to doing it. Oh yeah, so you got to worry about this, this, and this. And then don't forget, you might have bugs and what? No, y'all start off by saying it's super easy, Miss T. It's anybody can do it.
Yes, it's easy to. Hey, watch this. Watch this now. It is easy to start. Put some seeds in the ground
Okay, it's
and
easy to
water it.
start.
It is
Okay.
easy to start,
Okay.
but it is not easy to maintain. It's not. And if at first you don't succeed, keep trying
Give up.
until you learn the plants. You got to learn what each plant likes. You would not plant brassicas in full sun. They don't want that. They don't like that. Um, you wouldn't plant watermelons in the shade. They may not do too well.
What's up, luxury? Okay,
Uh
so
huh.
Cropper. People out here in Houston, Texas said, "What is a two-legged pest?" What's them two-legged pests?
You know, them peoples, the
Oh,
peeps,
okay.
who who are just who's got too much time on their hands. Young people, little people,
Oh, okay.
teenage people, middle school people, middle school people who have too much time on their hands. They don't have anything to do. They can find ways to
Unbiased.
be a nuisance.
I saw Unbiased. She went and she done I don't know what that thing, a tiller or whatever to bring up the soil and everything. Had her little gardening boots on and everything. I said, "Okay, Unbiased. They done converted you. They got you, girl. You a gardener now. You's a gardener now." Let me see. Official
Yeah.
Jamia out there in Florida. She's out there gardening. Wellness for Frugal Mama. She has a whole greenhouse and whatnot. I'm the last of the little Mohicans. I see a little dirt or a little earthworm. I'm like, yep, time to go in the house. Time to go in the house.
So start your orchard. Get you some big pots and start your orchard. Some
I got some containers from last year.
some apple trees, pear trees, cherry trees, nut trees. Get you
Thank you,
some
sweetie.
trees.
Oh shoot, Unbiased said, "Get it together. Get it together. Snap out of it. Get you are a grown ass woman. Stop being scared of these little bugs." I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, we tried.
That okay. Now to combat that,
Hmm.
get your long sleeves. Okay, get your
I know
long
how to get.
sleeves
Okay.
and get your gloves. Get your gloves and get your long sleeves. Now it may be hot, but still, you want those long sleeves. You want to cover up. I should not be out here with my ankles out, but yeah, you want to cover up, and then that'll help with the bugs. You won't feel them. You may see them, but you won't really. They won't really. Cause trust me when I tell you, I don't like bugs. I don't want to touch bugs. Um, but what time is it?
It
Ten
is
twenty four.
10:24. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure Dad is up. So yeah, my whole life has changed, y'all. Um, but changed in a good way because now I have purpose. I got a purpose. Before, I had retired, and I know we talking about
Hmm.
gardening, but before I had retired, and I'm disability retired. I'm not retired because I've come to the end of my work. I'm retired because I can't see, and um, Dad has come to stay with me, which has been an awesome thing because he is for the most part easy to deal with. I have to cook for him and do his laundry and that's about it. He makes his bed, he gets dressed. I don't have to worry about any of that. Um, but because I'm cooking for him, now I'm cooking things that I don't normally eat, right? And I don't eat them because they're just not good. They're not good for me. They're not good for anybody, really. But they're not, they're not good for me. So, ooh, y'all see that? Ooh, I'm swarm.
Uh oh. That's okay. We're about to dip out anyway because Endale's gonna go live here in a minute. But I
Mhm.
do thank you for sharing your garden. What's up, Sassy? And somebody asked me about a lemon tree. Uh, all right. See you later, luxury. I'll see you later on your live. Yeah, I had a broke farmer gave me one once upon a time. I grew like 2 or 3 lemons, and then I started traveling again, and no, I didn't take care of it correctly, and she RIP'd. So I don't know. I'm gonna still keep trying. I still got lots of seeds to play around with.
Do
Everybody
it.
saying, yeah, everybody's
Just
saying,
do it.
I am. I am. I'll be playing a lot of stuff at Don't Hurt the Harvest House. Uh, well, thank you, Pooh.
She lives close by.
Nah, well, she about 30 minutes away. She
Oh,
ain't
okay.
close. I gotta get on the highway, morning traffic, but I do it.
Right.
So hopefully,
She's got a nice big garden.
she got a nice big garden. She got a bee colonies and everything else.
Uh
I'll be
huh.
over there like all the time. I'll send her email, I'll text her, and I'll be like, "Hey, don't hurt the harvest. So I got these figs, and let's grow these." Or she's like, "Okay, come on over." Okay, girl.
Oh yeah. Uh huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He-
But anyway, I was saying that you know I started eating a bunch of nonsense that I didn't normally eat, and so my eye situation got worse. It's bad enough that I'm blind in one eye. Then it became that I couldn't see out of the other,
Mm.
and so I began a fast, and so now I'm not. I am gardening to live. I am going to get past the discomfort of being out here in the heat and all that other stuff, and I am going to garden like my life depends on it because it does.
Amen to that.
Hmm.
Well, thank you again for coming in. I know you are you about to cook Daddy breakfast.
Got to go cook Daddy's breakfast,
Okay, I'm about to.
and I got to get up out of here because it's getting hot in here.
Nah, don't take off them clothes just yet.
I am getting so hot.
Ah, well, thank everybody in the world of TikTok and thank everybody in the world of YouTube. Thank you, living out loud.
Yeah, y'all come over and check me out. I haven't uploaded any videos in a while. Sister busy. Gotta take care of my garden. And I'll be remembering to turn on the camera. But yeah, y'all I'm gonna do better.
Okay, everybody, keep them clothes on a little bit longer. So,
I am getting so hot. I'm gonna take my clothes off.
well, everybody see y'all later because we're not allowed the podcast is getting
We,
hot.
we
So,
don't want none of that.
bye TikTok. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And
All
bye
right, Miss
everybody.
D.
See
Have
you
a
later.
great one.
Have a good one too. Tell Dad we